Greetings and welcome to this video. I'm your host, Chroma Automatic. Icarus was always a game that I kind of found fascinating because it was a survival game, which obviously I love survival games, but it introduced this aspect of like real-time missions where, well, first of all, it introduced missions. Like most of the time in survival, it's just, hey, survive. But this time it's like, oh, hey, survive. And also you have this objective to do. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess I'm doing an objective in a survival game. Interesting. But it also introduced the concept of doing missions in real time. So when the mission says, hey, you have 7 days to complete this, the game literally means you have 7 actual like real-time days to get this objective finished. Otherwise, you fail it. I always thought that was interesting. I always meant to make a series of it on the channel. Was super excited to do it. Was also super excited to finally have like a from start to finish series on any of my YouTube channels, because of course I've mentioned I've done YouTube in the past. Was super excited about it. But unfortunately, as I was going through the summer and making the video series and was already kind of struggling with finding the time to do that because the summer was kind of hectic, school started up for me again in August, and I was unable to touch the game and make videos, which is also why the channel's been kind of dead for the last couple of months. And I know that the game has been receiving constant updates this entire time. I think the game gets updated like once a week for either improvements to the game, feedback, or maybe they just introduced something else. It's a very work in progress game, and they really show that. And it's really cool, honestly, that the game can go through that much work, and it seems to be really made by a team of developers who have a lot of interest in the game, which is amazing. Unfortunately for me, what that means is I came back to the game after not having played it for 5 months, and the save has been deleted. So the footage that I have for Icarus and the series that I have up, that world is no longer there. It's gone, deleted. It's in the ether. It's no longer accessible to me. And although that same mission is available to still play, I don't think I'm going to be replaying the same mission because I feel like that would be boring for the channel. It'd be boring for me. So unfortunately, I think it's just best to just take my losses, pack up, and just kind of move on. Which really kind of sucks because I was really hoping to end that series with like a nice little bow, having it be my first short video series of a game that I've had on the channel. But unfortunately, I just don't see a way of doing that to make it a satisfying conclusion besides doing a video like this where I basically just tell you, hey, this video series isn't going to be a thing anymore. I'm not going to be deleting it, however, even though the series doesn't have a clean end. I still think that the gameplay that I provided shows enough of the game where you can kind of get an idea of what the game is like, even though my experience might be different from your experience, because like I said, the vast amounts of updates that the game gets, the experience definitely might vary, but I think this is a really good example of the game, and I did have a lot of fun playing it for the channel, but yes, it's not going to have a nice ending for it. It's just going to kind of be as is kind of thing, so what you see is what you get. You got a 4-part video series that kind of explains the process of Icarus and leveling up your character and kind of following the objective and what that's like. And I'm pretty proud of that. And so I think that, yes, the best idea is just to move forward from here and to look forward to other content on the channel, because there is going to be other content, even though the content does roll out kind of slow for the channel. That's mainly me kind of treating this as a hobby and doing it when I can, essentially, and when I'm feeling up for it. But I'm always thinking about new content, always thinking about the channel. It's always in my mind, and it's always on a bucket list somewhere that I just want to make content for this channel. It's just a matter of when and what. But that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully the series was fun to watch, because I did have a lot of fun filming it for the channel. And I'm looking forward to providing more content for it. I hope to see you again. But until then, I have been your host, Chrome Automatic, and I'll see you next time.